What is the best of luck to all combinations in this, the first of three CSI 2 stock classes here today. It is single phases, and the time allowed in the first section 48 seconds, and in the section it's set 38. So it is the first combination, the first of 47 combinations. Now it is the ride of Max Routledge, Max, and number 1, Typhoon S. Well, it's just a time fault in the first section there. The time in the second section, 32.36, 1 for time, gets the small tour underway here at the Arena UK CSI International Horse Show. Next up to the draw number 33, it's the horse Didant, and the rider is Ruby Fire, owned by Leanne Cox. They competed internationally on the circuits last year, placed in the 2 stock classes of Chepstow back at the beginning of May. Didant, the Angel Dutch Bred Mare, and Ruby Friar. On that to be the second combination there, it's 43.26, and in all there 14 is the result of Ruby Friar and Typhoon in Didant. Now the third to go, it's West End Gunner, that's the horse, owned and ridden by Georgia Lovett. The Third to go, an 11-year-old horse that was bred in Ireland. They jumped at Chepstow earlier this year. Well, number 267 there, Paul Kennedy, the Irish rider, and Don Webb horse is Quinito 2853. 2853, and it is the very first of the clears in this, the two-star international show jumping competition. Now it is the ride of Georgia Lovett, number 265, and West End Gunner, the 11-year-old horse, the fourth to go here this morning in the two-star small tour. Well, just that time fault in the first section, 32.75 is the time in the second section there. At the moment it goes third, but a way to go yet in the first international competition here of Arena UK. Now to Julie Andrews and the Senator International, Senator CC Catch, the second horse jumped at Blue Chips with Sophie Ryan on board, jumped at Eschweiler with Joe Clayton in time before now. Senator CC Catch II, the German-bred mare, now 10 years old, and Julie Andrews. That final fence all the way around there. Julie, final fence 28.96. In this first competition there, 4 for jumping. Julie Andrews, Senator CC Catch the second. Susie Goldie now had a wonderful time in Villamora earlier this year with Philip Mansfield's Heidi the fourth. Heidi the fourth. They also jumped in the one-star classes of Chepstow, jumped clear in the first round of the Grand Prix there. Susie Golding and the Baymare Heidi the fourth. I'll leave the last one up there. It is the 4:39.91. So a total of six in all for Heidi and Susie Golding today. Now it is drawn order number 6. It's Abby Crippen next up. New horse for Abby Crippen. Rated by Elliot Dalla in the Sunshine Tour of Veja de la Frontera, the first part of this year. The horse owned by Tracy Barnett and Simon Crippen, Britannicus, drawn order number 6, Abby Crippen. But it's just a one-time penalty carried forward from the first section, 29.28 for Abby Crippen, Britannicus, new horse for her this year. Next up now on the drawn order, it's Michael Whitaker, the Ashford Farming Limited's Abnormal, number 7. Former out of Angelica Augustin, this horse. Bred in the Netherlands, it's an 11-year-old horse. Abnormal, Michael Whitaker, number 7. Well, the defence is up there. It is the one time from the first section. 37.52, 37.52 for Michael Whitaker at the moment. It's fifth place so far. But now to Jack Whitaker, the Stepek Stables, Rifres, the Real Cozet, the Senkershine horse, that is number 8. He's jumped in the junior competitions in Valheinen and took this one to Chepstow and was placed in the 2-star classes there. Jack Whitaker. Just the time clock there, 29.68 for Jack Whitaker, 29.68 for Sharif Prestige Real Fozet. 9 have gone, just that one clear from Paul Kennedy and Quinanito, 28.53. That's what leads the way. But now to Summer Cruise, Catherine Ellison, who owns and rides number 9. Just a health and safety announcement, if I could ask pedestrians not to walk in the horse walks and to use the footpaths running alongside them, please. So just if you're walking around the showground, please do not walk in the horse walks. You can use the allocated footpaths, please. .28.12, it's a new leader for Catherine Ellison and Summer Cruise. The time again, 28.12. That now leads the way, puts Paul Kennedy into second place. Now on the draw number 10. Number 10, it is the British rider Maja Bonnell and Theodore Gilbert's Ziona. Ziona has been jumping internationally this year in Valkenswaard, Antwerpen, in the 2-star classes there. That was with a different rider, new one for her, Maja Bonnell, and the 9-year-old mare, Ziona. Another double clear we have, that's the third one now, 29.84. And into third there for Maya Bernal and Ziona, but Catherine Ellison very much leading the way, 28.12 with the best of the now three clears. Amy Jones is next. Amy Jones and Suzanne Jones is Beyonce BC. Well, another nice clear, a good one as well there, 26.98 for Amy Jones, Beyonce BC. They now lead the way by a little under 2 seconds, 26.98 and a new leader. Now to Selena Cockwell. Selena, the owner-rider combination with drawn order number 12, Twilight Van F. Grijven and Selena Cockwell. Second from last fence comes down. It is 8 jumping penalties, 31.35 is 8 in all there for Selena Cockwell and Twilight Van F. Grijven. 4 clears, 26.98. 4 clears out of 47 attempted in this first of 3 classes at the 2-star Arena UK International Horse Show. Many thanks to some of our sponsors, Avant and Horse First, who sponsored this, the 2-star Small Tour. Now next to Georgia Di Stefano and Avonsong the third. Jumped in the French show of La Touquet, the 1-star classes there with Georgia Di Stefano on board. Well, we see one fence coming down there for jumping penalties, one-time penalty as well there, 38.08, and in all it is a result of 5 for Giorgio Di Stefano, and even song the third. AB Jones, Beyonce BC, 26.98, they're the best clear so far in the two-star small tour, and we go now to Charlotte Lee, drawn 14th to go in this competition. Charlotte and her own Zarina jumped in the two-star classes at Chepstow, the 12-year-old male.
Good question. Was out here. I can't see him up there.
Will it be at the bottom of the judge's box?
It could be, but I haven't seen him. Anna, is Mark there? Is Mark there?
Yes, it is a clear for Charlotte Lee, 29.46 there. At the moment it goes into 4th place on the provisional rankings for Charlotte Lee. David Murdoch now. David Murdoch, the owner-rider combination of Intezar. They're the 15th to go. David, who's always had fantastic form here at Arena UK, joint winner of the Puissance here last year. This, the 7-year-old Dutch-bred horse, Intezar, David Murdoch. This is a very good round there. He leads all the fences up, 25.44. It goes straight into the lead for David Murdoch. And the 7-year-old horse, Intezar, 26.98 second, 28.12 sits third. But now David Murdoch leads the way. It is the young rider next, Harry Wainwright and Diane Fairclough's Penairo Beach. Another 7-year-old horse, Penairo Beach and Harry Wainwright. That new target time, 25.44. One of the first international classes for this horse. Arrives there with 4 faults in, 36.66, and 1 for time in the first section there, so 5 today for Harry Wainwright and Penangro Beach. So it is the 6 clears on the board so far, 25.44. David Murdoch very much at the top of the table. And now to the young rider Emily Ward. Emily with this horse had a wonderful time in the Spanish Tour of Aliva Nova in Valencia. Emily Ward and the chestnut mare Fregance Monsiesi. Yeah, clear jumping there, 35.17 for Emily Ward and Fregance Monsiesi. It's a clear, in fact, in 2 for time. So we remain on 6 clears. 25.44 is the best one. It's David Murdoch, Intezar Elite. And now we go to the team from the Townhead Stud. This horse was jumping internationally in Villamora and at Liva Nova earlier this year with Emma Stoker and Bob Young's Diego de Vida. Jumps are clear all the way there for Emma Stoker, 27.99. That horse just jumping young horse classes a couple of months ago, 27.99, and into 3rd place, into 3rd. And David Murdoch still tops the table, 25.44. Sarah Billington now, great to have her back jumping with us. It is Euphoria JX and Sarah Billington. Jeff rode this one in the 2-star classes of Balmoral and also in Eschweiler in April this year. Well, we finished there with 26.82. It's 4 jumping 1 time for Sarah Billington, Euphoria JX, the first of 3 days here at the Arena UK International Show. Now to Louise Whitaker. Louise with Lean, the 8-year-old Zangershire mare, formerly ridden by Nicole Pavitt. Now it is Louise Whitaker in the saddle, and they're drawn order number 21. Well, you also heard Louise Whitaker and the Old Lodge Studges a lean 30.54 there is the time. Steadiest of the clears so far into 8th place on the rankings for Louise. Rhys Oliver now, just 2 days ago, the winner of the Grand Prix at that wonderful show at the Northcote Stud in the north of the country with Mrs. E. Hobbies, Easter Hullabaloo, Rhys Oliver. Rhys Oliver there continues his good form from the Northcote Stud. 31.90 is a clear for Rhys Oliver into 9th place so far. And we have 9 clears, which is 40% jumping clear, with 22 out of 47 gone so far in the Avant sponsored competition, the 2-star small tour. Paul Barker now, he had a good show in Villamoura in Portugal earlier this year. Lynn Barker, Sandoz Legacy, and they're drawn order number 22. Went across to Ireland to jump in the Balmoral International Horse Show and took 5th and 7th in 2 classes there. second phase, time to beat 25.44. Jumps a very good clear for Paul Barker, 26.65 into second place there. Paul Barker, Sandoz Legacy, second place in the Arena UK Avant sponsored competition. Into second, but David Murdoch, 25.44, still very much leads the way. So now number is 25 on the drawn order, rather number 23. It is the ride of Michael Ferguson. Looks like Jeff Billington, apologies, Jeff Billington and Susan McCreagh's Kiwi Connection. 8-year-old horse ridden by Jeff this year, competed in Roosendaal in the one-star classes there and at the Fox Hunter level. That's Satyu. Well, 4 for Jubby, 1 for time in the first section there for Jeffrey Billington, Kiwi Connection, 34.84 in all there, a result of 5. Top 5 at the minute, David Murdoch, Paul Barker, Amy Jones, Emma Stoker and Catherine Ellison leading the way. But now that lovely horse, Dark Code, ridden and in fact produced by Michael Ferguson. It's an 8-year-old now by Veron, the Sarah Kadan Nibador. Jumped at Chepstow, jumped in Lanarken in the young horse classes earlier this year. Michael Ferguson, Dark Code. Well, just the first part of that final double comes down, 26.38. It's 4 penalties there, Michael Ferguson and the 8-year-old horse, Dark Code. And the beat remains 25.44, in second 26.65, and the time in third place 26.98. Now Simon Cribben, who jumped in the Spanish Tour of Vejer de la Frontera earlier this year, jumped in the Grand Prix in Chepstow. Temple Claudius, the 13-year-old German stallion, and Simon Cribben. Well, 2 for time and 8 for jumping there. And it is Simon Cribb and Temple Claudius. In all, the result there is 9. 13. Lance Whitehouse next. Lance with bridle number 275, Saint Sapel for Lance Whitehouse. He rides this one for Emily Markin. The time to beat 25:44 and clear in the TIG sponsored competition. TIG, the rug sponsors of this class, the 2-star small tour. Well, it's just a title there for Lance Whitehouse. Saint Sapel, 33.49, and the single time penalty today for Lance. Next now to Archie the 11th, and Danielle Farnsworth, the rider of this one. She jumped in Villamora in the 2-star classes there, and jumped this one in the 1-star Grand Prix, was placed 10th in that here at Arena UK last year. Next to go in the TIG 2-star small tour, Danielle Farnsworth, Archie. .36.45 jumps around for 8 faults there for Danielle Farnsworth and Archie the 11th. They finish on a score of 8. 10 clears, 10 out of 28. The time to beat is 25:44. That's David Murdoch who leads the way. But now to Ellen Whittaker. Ellen Whittaker and number 29, Arena UK Winston, Ellen Whittaker. 25:44 and clear to beat. Well, it's just the time fault there from the first section there for Ellen Whitaker and Arena UK Winston. David Murdoch still leading the way, 25.44, second at the minute. Paul Barker third, Amy Jones fourth, Emma Stoker fifth, Catherine Ellison, and Paul Kennedy, well, he sits in sixth place. Now it is Yelena Ducomont and Megan Howard next to go. They jumped here at the Allington Arena UK International Horse Show last year. After that, they went to Barbizon, Chepstow, and recently in Bunhiden. Megan Howard and the 7-year-old mare, Yelena Ducomont. .29.56 there, 2.9.56 into 8th for Megan Howard and Yelena Ducomont. They provide us the 11th clear. That's 36% that jumps clear in this single phase competition. The next number now, 31, Wisconsin, the second favourite. Raw, the British rider. They jumped at Chepstow and jumped in Lumen, some clears there, and finished in the top 10 in one of the one-star classes at Chepstow at the beginning of May. 13-year-old horse, Wisconsin, and Faye Raw. Well, it is the one fence coming down there for Faye Raw, Wisconsin, the second. Finishes today with 4 penalties. 29.44 and 4. 25.54 in clear leads the way for David Murdoch and Intizar. Next is Yasmin Davis. Alison Davis is Zamboa Z. Drawn order number 32, bridle number 40 for Zamboa Z. Competed at Chepstow. They jumped some clears in the young horse classes of Barbizon in France back in March earlier this year, where they finished 4th in one of the competitions there. Very good one there for Yasmin Davies, 27.50, good enough for 4th place so far with Sambo Z and Yasmin Davies, but still David Murdoch with that great round, 25.44. The top of the table, Paul Barker, sitting in 2nd, then Amy Jones, currently 3rd position on the table. Now the man from Ireland, it is Michael Duffy, and his and Kane O'Connor's Zeta. Michael Duffy. He gives us a clear there, Michael Duffy, and Senna provides us the 13th clear. 33.97 therefore at Michael Duffy is the steadiest of the clears so far. David Murdoch, Paul Barker, Amy Jones, Yasmin Davis, Emma Stoker still the top 5 in this TIG 2-star competition. So the next rider now is Charlene Basto. She was competed in Mihas a bit earlier on this year in the 2-star classes there. It is a new horse for her this year, 9-year-old bred in the Netherlands, Charlene Basto, Chablis. Clear from Charlene Basto and Chablis, 3.223 is the time there, into 13th place for Charlene and Chablis. 25.44 remains the time to beat in the TIG 2-star small tour international show jumping class with Ella Popeley now, Leah Popeley's Mach 1 the third. The horse that's 7 years old, British bred. Jumped in Chantilly in the young horse classes with Lauren Huff from the USA. Before that, competed in Lumen and Chepstow with Ella Popeley on board. Well, as a fence down and 1 for time there, it's a result of 5 for Ella Popoli, Mach 1, the third, the time 33.62. David Murdoch, Paul Barker, Amy Jones, Yasmin Davis, Emma Stoker and Catherine Ellison. The top 6 on the leaderboard remains unchanged. So we go down to Billy Toomey, the man from Ireland, with Puat Nono, bridle number 90. They were placed 5th in the National 140 at the Rockingham International Horse Trials, placed at Hamburg, Maubeuge and also Eschweiler earlier in the year. Billy Toomey, Ireland.
Right now is 284 today.
Well, 1 for time in the first section there for Billy Toomey. He's not going to be worried about that though. It is just 1 time, 37.13. To the horse down, West Wind's Ego and India Bussy is the rider. They competed at Chepstow and at the German show, the European Championships of Weiner. That was in August of last season where they jumped some double clears there. 14-year-old horse, West Wind's Ego, India Bussy. Less than 10 to go. David Murdoch, Paul Barker, Amy Jones, Yasmin Davis, Emma Stoker and Catherine Ellison. That's the top 6. Next competition, 12:30, and the third competition in Arena 1, 3 p.m.
Jumping for 69 points there for June today. Now we have number 76.
27.75 and a clear for India Bussy and West Wind's Ego. They slotted to 5th place. Pushes Emma Stoker into 6th, but David Murdoch with that round 25.44. They still lead the way. It's another one now. Crippen and Vilka. Second in the jump-off class at Chepstow. Competed in the Sunshine Tour and the 4-star classes back in March this year. 14-year-old horse Vilka B, Abby Crippen. 25:44 to beat. The clock stops in 24:09. A new leader for Abbey Crippen. Vilgaby leads the opening CSI competition of Arena UK. This one sponsored by the team at Tide. Our thanks to them. With less than 10 to go, 6 after this one in fact. It is Trevor Breen. Trevor Breen and position number 40, Adventure de Canaan. Trevor Breen and well, it is the 4 faults there, 31 seconds for Trevor Breen, Adventure de Canaan. It is just that single fence coming down for them today with 6 to go. 6 in this, the tag sponsored competition, the small tour, and it is Courtney Moss and Theo in number 41, Courtney Moss. Well, the very first fence comes down for Courtney Moss today. The time 28.60. It is that first fence today for Theo and Courtney Moss. So they leave us with 4 jumping penalties in all. Amy Leggett is next, and relatively new horse for her. It's an 8-year-old called Donatella. Donatella, the owner rather combination of Amy Leggett, with 4 left to go. And that top 6, it is Abbey Crippen, David Murdoch, Paul Barker, Amy Jones, Yasmin Davies, and India Bussey in the 6th place so far.
Oh, that's our second clear. That's
Jumps around for 8 faults there for Amy Leggett. 35.62 is the recorded time in the tying 2-star small tour for Amy Leggett. In all 16 clears, 24.09 is still the time that the final 4 will be chasing here today this morning. Day number 1 of 3 of the Arena UK International Horse Show. It is James Whittaker now. James Whittaker and Oliver's Diamond. This horse jumped here in the Young Horse Series last year, sired by the Dutch stallion Louis Tam, the Irish sport horse out of the mare by Diamond Lad.
Well, that's 12 jumping, 1 time, Paul Forever at Lucy. Hannah Downs now riding road, Julieta Flamenco, number 66. Race mare, it's tied by Eastern Flamenco, and that's out of the Pixie.
Leaves all the fences up and the time 36.12, a steady clear 36.12. At the moment goes to the steadiest of those to James Whittaker and Oliver's Diamond. 3 left to go, 24.09 the target time for the next combination. Jumped here in the Young Horse Series at the International Show last year, was placed in the 2-star classes of the Stafford Festival. It is number 45 Elor and Holly Gillett. Good round from Holly Gillett and Elor, 28.95. Let's look at the leaderboard at the moment. Goes into 10th place for Holly Gillett and Elor. Now the penultimate combination of the tag-sponsored 2-star small tour. It is Joe Whittaker and Shearwater Upanda, now 15-year-old horse, and he is the second class to go. Target time Joe Whittaker, 24.09. Well, as the Arena UK vertical down 25.20, not such a bad time, but the 4 faults, of course, makes all the difference there for Joe Whittaker at Shearwater Upanda. Last to go, the time to beat 24.09. Last combination in the tying 2-star small tour. The opening competition, Jack Whittaker, Michael Whittaker, staccato defeat. Placed 3rd and 6th this year in the junior amateur classes in Bonheiden and placed well in Liège. Jack Whittaker.
Now gives us 7 clears. Channel lead from Gas Auxiliary. Now it's Zoe Smith on 74.
24.09 to beat. Arrives on a clear. We finished there with 19 clears, 27.69. And Jack Whittaker finishes in 6th place, so he'll be back for the awards. Jack Whittaker and staccato defeat. So the top 8 of the tag sponsor competition, the 2-star class here, the win today. The win today for Abby Crippen. Abby Crippen, Vilkeby with that time of 24.09 was a great round from them. And then in 2nd place it was David Murdoch and Entazar in 25.44. Then in 3rd, Paul Barker's Andor's Legacy, taking the 4th place, Amy Jones, Beyonce BC. Then 5th place, well that was Jasmine Davies and Boa Z. Jack Whittaker, he takes 6th with staccato defeat. 7th, India Bussy, Westwinds Ego, and 8th place, Emma Stoker, Diego de Ville. That's the top 8, and we'll welcome them forward for the awards momentarily.